Good morning, guys. Hold on, we've just started a little bit early here. It's Saja, hi Saja, Stella, Hamster, Muga, Attitudes, Ghetto, Tony, QTY. Good morning, guys. Before we get started, just a quick thing. So I do have a credit code. If you are purchasing anything from the web shop, you'll be able to use my credit code, so Adrian Chong, without any spaces. And that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do War Robots content for you guys, whether it be in the form of videos, live streams, doing Dream Hangars, guides, giveaways, all the different series that I have on my channel, and that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at today's Dream Hangar here. How do you pronounce this name? I'm just going to say Kafugong. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I believe they're actually sleeping because I got a message from them under their comment, so I guess it's nighttime for them. But we're going to be running the Mender, the Demeter, Tier, Weyland, Nightingale, Nodens. Let's see, mothership optional, but preferably Bifrost. How do these builds work in champs? Okay, so basically a full-on healing hangar. So how is this going to do? This is going to be one of, I think, the tougher hangars to run. Hey Jokers, hey Gary, hey Daniel, Jason, is it Parmod, Justin, live stream squads. Well, that's for the members. Yeah, but I do release highlights. There's quite a few that enjoy that. Tier is about to get smoked. There's a lot of things that are about to get smoked in this lineup. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these builds. And then I will give my opinion on what I think is going to happen before we run some games. If you're not familiar with Dream Hangars, basically what I do is, so viewers will submit their Dream Hangar. Now, it could be something that, you know, they actually thinking of building, or maybe they're building towards, or maybe it's a theme. I mean, I guess this is kind of a bit of a theme too, and what they potentially may be running. Okay, so that's the original. So basically what I do is I rebuild this entire hangar, and then we try to see, well, we run some games and we try to find the weakness. Now, weakness could be, you know, just the bots themselves. It could be the builds. It could be maybe they're using the wrong pilot or like drone, you know, whatever it is. And I try to see if I can optimize the hangar, and, you know, judging based from that, I mean, if it performs poorly, even at max level, you're obviously not going to upgrade it, hopefully, right? So in the process, you save resources and time. Hey, Wipeout. So I'm just going Grandpa J and Tabby. They need a new healer. Nurses with with the doctor. Like I said, this is gonna be one of the tougher hangars, I think. Okay, so we have the Mender with Hazard and Blight. That's what I have in terms of the specialization tracks. We've got the Showdown. Yeah, so we're gonna run actually a couple of games here. Before I do that, I'm gonna kind of predict what I think is gonna happen in the games before I drop in. And we'll see if I get my prediction right. And then, yeah, after a couple of games, we're going to go in and we're going to try to see if we can optimize this. I think in this case, it's going to be mostly weapons that I'm going to be swapping out. Possibly drones, we'll see. We've got the Sheriff Demeter here with the igniters. Okay, so we've got Repair Amp, we've got Last Stand. I'm running the paralysis on here because I figured maybe that might help me lock players down. Although we're gonna have another problem which I'll get to in a bit here. once once we're done going through this hangar, we've got the tier. Man, when last did I run the tier? Okay, so we got Nania, Shredders. I'm gonna try run the Scarabeus because this is for physical shields, although I'm pretty sure we're gonna resort to something like maybe even a Shy. But yeah, I want to see how strong this makes the physical shield on the tier. Wait, does it even say how strong the shield is? I may have to swap this one out here, but we'll see. Yeah, because this gives me more durability, but actually makes the shield weaker. If I want my shield stronger, I really shouldn't be running that. 200, yeah, that's not a lot. 213,000 is like gone in like one shot with most builds now. And then we have the Weyland with Screamers. Okay. Someone actually wanted me to put jump on this with the Oppo. In all honesty, I don't think that's going to help much. But we can try it. Let's see. I don't think I've actually run this pilot before. Is it this pilot? Yeah, this pilot. So it gives you an Aegis shield, but only when you are in the Weyland's ability mode. Huh. Okay. And then we have the Nightingale with Hussar Marquise. I just realized, am I running the same track on all of these, I think? I realize that now, I think so. Okay, so we've got those pilot skills. Honestly, I think out of all these bots, the Nightingale and the Demeter is probably the strongest. So I'm expecting them to do really well. And then we have the Nodens. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Nodens. You know, I'm kind of surprised I didn't use a Sirius. But then again, which is stronger, Nodens or Sirius? They're both kind of on the weak side. Maybe the Nodens is better because you can heal. You can heal players like multiple. That could come in handy. Oh, wait, did they change the distance here? 600. Okay, targeting distance, but that's a disposal. Yeah, I haven't run the Nodens. I'm trying to remember what the distance was before because I believe they did change the distance like a couple times, I think, right? Okay, well, hold on. So before we get started, what I usually do, I look to see how much range we're running. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of range, which is not good because when you're playing, especially Beacon Rush, if you're running that much range and your opponent is aggressive, you're probably going to lose all three bots very quickly. And then when I look at what kind of tanks I have here, I really don't have any tanks. I mean, my only hope really is probably that Demeter. This is going to go down really fast. So that's the other thing too, because we have crumble weapons, which I'm surprised not more players are running. But if you have like Gangio, Mogwan, and Kieran, if I was to get hit by those weapons, I can't heal up. Okay, so these healers are going to be in trouble. And I'm referring to, so just so that you know, let me just show you these weapons. Yeah, a lot of players, so they figured, well, they got nerfed, so therefore they don't use it. But this is actually how you kill, like, Teths. So I noticed we don't have any of these weapons. So Gangio, also Mogwan, so this one here. And then, so that's a medium version. And then we have the Kieran, which is this one. So it's really important to kind of, you know, have some of those in your hangar, which we actually don't even have any. So that if you are dealing with Teths, not just Teths, even something like an Ultimate Lancelot, okay, or like a Fenrir, any kind of tank that's really hard to bring down, you want to have, you know, at least some of those weapons. I wouldn't put it on all your bots. I think that's kind of risky because, you know, if they do nerf it, it's going to affect all your builds. But just having a couple will make a huge difference. I have none, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Nodens isn't a strong Titan. It's very vulnerable, so I'm gonna have to think of when I'm gonna drop this in. So basically, I have to drop this in way back near my spawn. Hopefully the enemy is not in my spawn, because if they are, then I'm in trouble. I'm probably gonna lose this straight off the bat. So I want to stay far back, and I want to try to heal things like Maulers, maybe like the Atlas, you know, the Brawlers on my team, to keep them alive, and hopefully they're smart enough to protect me, because if the enemy gets close, I'm going to be toast. Okay, so I think that's what I can say. So how do I think the games are going to go? Being that I have a lot of range, it's probably not going to go well. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to get spawn raided, especially if I'm playing Beacon Rush. So I'm going to try with Domination first. Also, just a heads up, guys, I might be getting an update in the middle of the stream, because I know Android got the update yesterday. I haven't got the update on my games yet. So I'm expecting an update to happen in the middle of the stream. Oh boy. I don't even know what to use first. I guess... Thing is, I want that tier because it's got a physical shield. This is really bad too. This is like a long range map. I'm gonna get smoked. Yeah, like that guy. Yeah, I can't actually deal with that player. This is why I say you need crumble weapons. Someone behind. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. He's got crumble too. So I don't know if you guys noticed, like when I'm playing, you see how I'm like hanging back? It's because I can't brawl. I've only got range. So we're seeing already the first problem that I said was gonna happen. We should be focusing that other guy up top there. Yep. So they're getting crumble weapons on me, and I can't heal. Yep. There we go. That's the first range. I'm trying to get all the range out of my hangar first. Because I figured if I get the range out of my hangar, at least I'll be stuck with brawlers. So if they do make it into my spawn, then at least I can use my brawlers to get at least most of my damage in. That's the thinking anyways. This guy's gonna shoot right into my shield. Yep. Oof. I don't want to shoot this guy. He's probably going to dash at me. Yep. Yep, there we go. That's gone. Let's use this. Hi, Angel. We're gonna see how we're gonna do this. Ooh. Well, we got 3 beacons, so we don't need a push. Scratch that. We've got 2 beacons. Hopefully this guy can't see me on the right. Oh wait, he can see me. That guy crashed. So these guys will be able to hit me, but I may still push here. If I can just suppress them, it can be annoying. I might even be able to kill this guy in front of me. This guy's going to... almost. We're gonna drop in with the Nodens here. Wait, did I get that guy? We need to be dropping in our Titans. Yep, they're all gonna get killed. You gotta drop in your Titans, guys. You can't be messing around with where they're not close enough for me to use my suppression. I can't get close enough. Yep, they're smart. Yeah, I'm just hanging back. This is what you get, you see, when you hang back. Oh. Can't do anything to him. Why is my team still dropping in with regular bots? I can't even heal my teammate. He's out of range. Dude, you're out of range. I can't get to him. We only have 2 players left. Dead. So my team drops in with their Titans now. Should have dropped it in earlier. Now you lost your Nodens. I can't heal them. Yep, he's gone. This guy's gonna be gone too. I would have been able to heal him, but unfortunately they didn't drop their Titans in. I'm just gonna have to heal back up. Yeah, I can't go forward. I don't have any brawlers, so I can't push or anything. Well, I got my prediction right. First game. I'm gonna try to move towards him. He's gonna get killed by Why is he shooting into his shield? Ugh. Weyland, oh boy. Yep. I couldn't heal that Mauler. He was 700 meters away. For the one asking about 600. Yeah, he dashed out of my range. Hey, Quan. We came second, but yeah, my team has to. I don't know. Maybe it's also their builds too. So if you don't have really good builds, and I'm not talking about maxed out. If your builds are just terrible, you're not gonna charge your Titan. Like I can understand why this guy. So these weapons don't charge your Titan up quickly, and these bots don't either. Because you need to push beacons. Right, so if you're not pushing beacons and you don't have the bots to do that, it's going to take forever for you to charge it up. I think that was the Mauler. Yeah, these guys will take a long time to charge their Titan. I'm just looking at their bots. This guy had a Kraken Indra though. Wait. Hey, Chris. Hi, Shell. Hi, Kian. You can't, you can, oh, you're the one that said 700 meters. What is the range? Is it, did they, I know they increased it, I think. Is it like 800 meters? I can't remember what it was before. I think it was like 5 or 600 meters. The thing is, we've got too much range in terms of weapons. This is, so you can now see that even if you're maxed out, doesn't mean you're going to win. That's the thing. That's the a lot of players think if you're maxed out, you're going to win. So first of all, if you got a bad build, it doesn't matter if you're maxed out, it's a bad build, right? It doesn't matter if it's MK3, it could be MK1. It's going to fail. It doesn't matter even if you are maxed out. You could have a 10th. Okay, so you might think, well, if you got a 10th, obviously you're going to win. No, actually, if you got the wrong weapons on it, if you have the wrong drone and your pilot skills are terrible, you still will go down fast. Whether you have MK1 or MK3, it doesn't matter. Even with a 10th. Ooh, we're not finding any games. We might have to play Beacon Rush here. So, or actually, wait. I wonder if I have the update. Maybe the update has come. I'm expecting to get the update middle of the live stream because that happened in the past. And I know Android got the update yesterday. Yeah, we might have the update. Because I'm not even seeing, hold on, let me just double check you guys. Hold on a second. I'm gonna exit. I might have the update. Hold on. No, it doesn't look like it. I can't remember. Did it show up on my screen last time? I think it did. I was in the middle of a live stream last time. It actually happened like twice already. Well, I'm just changing some sound settings here. Every time when I load up my my games or whatever, I have to change the sound settings. Use a serious. No, you guys have to understand. I have to use this hangar. This is that viewer's Dream Hangar. I have to use these bots. I can't use anything else unless they specify. That is the thing. Even if it pains you to see how it performs, they need to see why it doesn't work. That's why I have to run it. Because some think, well, because it's not maxed out, it doesn't do well. They need to see me struggle and they need to see everything maxed out. They need to understand that. I think that's really important because when you understand that, then you realize that more goes into building a solid build. It's not just about being maxed out. Yeah, so we may take a while to find some players here. I think Peter was saying that all the platforms are like split because the update's coming on different platforms, so the players are all split up. Old VH, what? With good weapons matter a lot. Well, we're gonna try to improve on it, but I need to run some games. I need to see which is the weakest, and I already know roughly what to do for each. For starters, getting rid of all the range, we can do that. 1 minute. Usually what I do is when we get to 1 minute, I will cancel and I keep trying to find a game. I never let things go past like a minute or like even 2 minutes. The only time that I ever did that was back when I first started playing this game because Back in 2014, there weren't that many players. Even 2015, sometimes I'd have to let the game run for like 2 minutes. It was kind of crazy. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes. I would have to wait for a game. Which is weird because back then I'm pretty sure we had more players. But, okay, we got a Kaji here. We need to move to the... Oh, wait, shoot. Those are their mines. They got mines here. Why is our... Wait, hold on. Who's dropping the mines? I thought I was getting hit by the mines. Do they have a Kaiji? Yeah, so you see my style of play, how I'm hanging back? That hanging back is usually really bad. Because I'm hanging back like this, what I'm actually doing is I'm allowing the enemy to get closer. So you notice how they're getting the left beacon and they got the center beacon and the right? That means I have nowhere else to go, right? And I have to play this way because I'm running those kinds of weapons. That's where it's optimized. So the only other option is to move forward, but if I think that guy crashed. If I move forward, I'm going to lose my bot because I don't have close range. So you see what's happening? This is why I always tell players don't run so much support bots with range. So we're gonna try to move with this. Yep. I can't, again, I've got range, so I can't really do much. I'm gonna lose this bot too. This is actually kind of bad when I'm in this mode. Yeah, so in this mode, you don't have a frontal shield. You can heal, but you're not healing that much. Trying to use my Bifrost. It's not going to help much though. This guy's just going to go into our base and spawn raid. I also don't have any crumble weapons, so I can't prevent him from healing. Hold on. Look at how I'm just playing. So you see I'm on this side of the map. Game's almost over. I have no choice because I've got these weapons. Only range. Yeah, we're just gonna get smoked. If I can lock this guy, maybe we can get a kill. I had to use my my mothership. I had no choice. I can't even get to the left side. They have a Kaji here too, right? What was that just hit me? I think they do have I think there's a Kaji here somewhere. Yep, game's over. So all the games are going to pretty much be like this. Because we got too much range in my hangar and I have no choice. It's like either go forward and get aggressive and lose a bot, or I hang back. This is why I always tell players not to load up their hangar with range. You're gonna see the difference though when we get to the second half of the stream. You'll see the style of play, and my damage will probably triple, I would imagine, because we're only getting like 2 million. That's with the hangar. That's everything that's maxed out too. Hi, Valentine. Yeah, I'm gonna totally revamp this, and I'm not gonna change the bots. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change the builds to make it stronger. This way you can see inside my mind like how I adjust things. You would need beacon. Beacon runners are important, but if you can find, hold on, if you can find a bot that has speed and it's really tanky and it has firepower, that's actually what you want to go for. That's why when you get to like Master and Champion League, you know, like players run Teths. Well, if you think about what the Teth has, aside from it being quotation strong, so it has speed because you can teleport. It's really tanky. It takes a while until you kill it, unless of course your opponent is actually smart and they're running crumble weapons. And it has a lot of firepower, so it has all the ingredients of a meta bot. So whether it be that or whether it be like a Raptor, that's why Raptor you can go from point A to point B really quickly. It has good firepower, really hard to kill. You'll start to see a trend. Okay, so it's always good to choose bots which kind of fall into those categories. Ooh. Man, the player base is really split up. So wait, who's on my games? I guess it would be my games and wait, did Steam get an update? So far, I only know that Android's got the update. So does that mean there's only Android players? How can you participate in Dream Hangars? So once this Dream Hangar is done, you will submit your Dream Hangar in the comments. Okay, so it will look something like this. You want to make sure also that you put your pilot ID in your platform when you submit, because what I've been doing like the past couple of Dream Hangars, the players will get a prize. This one I don't know. Speaking of which, I think it was Watch Your 6, which was last. I think that was last. Was it last week? I think it was last week or the week before that. I tried to send them a message. Yeah, so the next giveaway is not going to be a Rex. Because, yeah. Pixonic doesn't have enough Rexes to give away, so I won't be giving away Rex. I think it might be a sword unit. No update on... Oh, gee. So wait, I might only be on my games then, right? Wait, would my games... That would be my games and Android. Oh. Okay, so we don't have iOS. We don't have Steam. Yo, like players not going to be able to find games, especially Steam. Because if they haven't got... Usually for them, it's really bad. Because it's only the players on Steam, right? Like, they wouldn't be facing me because I got the update. So they can only face me when they get the update and when they merge. You checked this morning. I actually... No, wait. Android... No, wait. I will be running into them, right? Because I haven't got the update on this one. So Android is by themselves. So the... Yeah. I'm trying to... Yeah, no, I don't think iOS got it. My games didn't, but I'm actually expecting to get the update in the middle of the stream. Because if Android got this yesterday, I would imagine I might get mine today. And just judging from the past, usually I get it during the stream. So... I want to do quick match, but I know what's going to happen. It's going to throw me into TDM, which is even worse. Hi, Mailman. It's Scoobs. Steam for updates and no cross-platform. Yeah, but I'm not sure how it works now. Like, yeah, I guess they would be by themselves. So usually when they get... when we get updates, because all the platforms are getting updates at different times. So if you're on my games, I guess it would be Android side. Oh boy. I mean, what do I want to drop in with? I keep using the Mender because I have like this range on here. Oh boy, I'm going up against Venus. No, Venomous. And they have a Kaji back there. Yeah, I'm toast. Oh, almost lost stand. Hide, hide. The thing is, they got crumble weapons on there, don't they? I can't even see what's going on. There's a guy in front of me. Trying to heal. He's got a shield or something. And a tip? Yeah, I think it's a tip. I'm trying to break through his shield and I can't. And he's got crumble, so I can't heal up. Yep. So now we're gonna drop in with I need to drop in with all my range. I have no choice. It's either that or yep, blinded. And that turret from the Samjock has crumble too, which is worse for me. Okay, we got a kill. Can't do anything. Maybe we can get another kill. Oh, we got another kill. Nice. Okay, I can heal. I'm gonna die here though. Yep. Ugh. Nope. Okay, what's got range? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Weyland next, because Weyland's not good. Maybe for defending if I'm lucky enough to get close. Too slow. Oh wait, we're doing some damage. Still gonna get killed though. All they need to do is hit me with crumble weapons and I won't be able to heal. That's all they need to do. I got suppressed. Oh, we got an assist. I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers. Wait, these guys are gonna be moving up top here. Maybe I'll stay close to this guy. Yo, watch your flank. I'm gonna stay close to this this Ender. This way I can heal him up, because he's getting hit. He's getting pummeled by oh shoot! Don't shoot him. Do not shoot the sword units. Hey gaming. I'll move forward. He can go after me. This thing's firing so slow. Trying to stay close to the Indra here. I should drop in with my Nodens. I was gonna say I should drop in, but then I'm gonna drop in right next to this guy. Move out the way. There we go. I was waiting for him to move away from the spawn so I could drop in, because otherwise he's gonna use the dark light on me. Oh no, not the low key. Oh, come on, no. This guy's gonna run across. I'm dead. Why didn't this luchador move down to the bottom? Oh. Yeah, we're toast. Definitely toast. Yikes. I've got too much hangback stuff. Whoa, right through. Is my hanger any good? What do you think? Hey, guys. Until I find a better one. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna get killed. But I already knew what the outcome was gonna be before I played any games. We got a little bit better. One guy just left. Probably saw my hanger. Or maybe they're trying to stream snipe and they're like, oh, I'm on Adrian's team. Bye. Leaving. Okay. We know where we stand with this hanger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to transform this and optimize it. So hold on. Let me just show the original Dream Hangar so that you guys can read or at least figure out why I'm running this. So Kafugong, this is their Dream Hangar. So we have a Mender, Demeter, Tier, Weyland, Nightingale, Nodens. We also have the Bifrost. Okay, so before I get into the changes and stuff, my advice, especially to like the newer players, if you're building your hangar up, because I see actually this question a lot. A lot of players are like, should they buy a Titan from the store? You know, with the platinum that they've saved up. You know, should they get like an Arthur or should they get like a Minos or like a Luchador? My answer to that question is actually, I would not do that. What I would do is actually save your platinum. What you want to do is you want to save your platinum and you want to save your black market keys. Okay, so every day when you open up the game, well, this is what I do. I will watch the ads. You know, I will try to complete this, right? You get your gold. And then there's these other ads here, which won't show up now because I think it's because I'm on my games. But I know on Android side, there's usually a lot of ads where you can get like keys. Also from the hunting grounds. Okay, so that's this one over here. So you have keys here. You also have platinum, by the way. So the first two is usually what I do on my baby account. And I'm able to save around 10,000 keys a month. So what you want to do is you want to save those keys and then you want to wait until you see the black market. So right now it says 120% discount or a super chest boost. You want to wait until this says 200. You got to wait until the end. And then what I do is I open up the gold super chest. And because it's, well, in this case, it's 120%. If it's 200%, it will boost the super chest bar quicker. And in this super chest is where you will get your Titans. So for my baby account, I aim to get the Kraken Indra. I think this, yeah, it has the Luchador. This Luchador is actually better than the one from the store. Okay, so it's going to have 10% more durability. Also looks better. But yeah, that's what I did on my baby account. I did have the Arthur initially, but I didn't level it up. It was just like an upgrade, like a quick upgrade to my the Kid Titan. And I only leveled it up, I think, to level 30. I maxed out the weapons, and then I sat on my platinum, and I kept saving my platinum until I got the Kraken Indra. And when I got the Kraken Indra, I had like 13,000 platinum saved up, and I maxed it out instantly. So that's how I would go about with the Titan. I know I'm using the Nodens here, but for a free player, I would aim towards either Luchador or like the Indra. Indra, in my opinion, is still the best, just because of the way that the ability works. I wouldn't go for the Nodens. Okay, so just so that you guys know. Now we have to kind of figure out how are we going to improve this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here, because we need some crumble weapons into. Now the thing is, you don't really need, that's the other thing too. Players think you need full crumble weapon setup and it has to be maxed out. It doesn't even have to be maxed out. The main thing is you need to apply that effect. If I apply that effect, then they can't heal up. So that's the bottom line. Let's see what we're gonna run with this here. I'm trying to move away from too much range. So if I can get this into like more of that brawler. We got Mog ones on this thing. Actually, you know what I can do is I can take a page out of the Archo build that I had and run Mog ones on here. Let's see how this does. What I'm doing, so what I'm gonna do now is you're gonna see me take that range and I'm closing up the range as a whole for my hang up. Because I need brawlers, so I need to bring in that range so that I can fight close range. Because if I can't fight close range, I'm gonna be toast. So we've this one I can use range on because this one is slow. But I wouldn't use these weapons. I would use Dragoons. Okay, so we got some range on there. This one also needs to kind of keep its distance. Maybe I'll put some range on this one. I'm going to change that Nightingale. I'm going to turn that into more of a brawler. Okay, so we got some range, close range, close range, range. This will be close range. Actually, I should run some crumble on here too. See if we can survive with this build. This one I'm going to actually run the full, I think. We're going to see how it goes. So basically hit them with crumble and then go back into flight if I can. It's just so that I have something to deal with things like tits. Even actually this one I can even run, you know what? We'll run this. But what I was thinking of even doing with this one is running Avalanche. Also, I'm not... Okay, so I'm going to do what someone wanted me to do, putting the Oppo on here. I don't think that's really going to help, though. Because you got to understand that they nerfed this. So the shield is only 150,000, but if someone's running a high damage build, one shot and your shield is down. I'm pretty sure this is going to fail miserably, but maybe it might surprise me. Okay, so let's see if this is an improvement. Main thing is get that range out of my hang up. That's the first thing I do usually. What? Shame because you heard it was really good. Which one? Oh, okay. These maps I'm gonna struggle on. Kind of wish I had like a Ravana or something. At least I can use that to brawl with. Oh, definitely getting stream sniped. When they turn around like that and they fire at me, then I know. Well, we managed to make it into center. That's good. There we go. They have a Kaji back there. Yeah, so this whole time I've been in center. Where is my team? Where are they? Oh, they're at the back. Why are they at the back is my question. Is someone here? Oh, we had no one in center. I got attacked. We had the whole... Yeah, we're definitely cooked. Okay, so I got crumble weapons on this this tier. Let's see how it does now. Yeah, this guy's just creating a whole lot of problems here. Skyros too. I got him a couple times with crumble. Let's see if the crumble works. He can't heal up. The thing is, yep. He went down. There we go. That's the other thing too. This guy can't heal up if I hit him. Oh. Mine's... Where's Ekaji? Ekaji's here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, blinded. So we have no one. This guy is still... We're in trouble. I'm gonna go down the right flank. My team's dropping in their Titans. I can hear their Titan weapon. Hey, Peter. The hangar's already performing better. I can tell from that tier. Problem is, I'm getting a lot of players that are all hanging back too, so it's hard for me to push or anything. What is that? They got their Titans out. I'm gonna get hit. He can't heal. Nightingale's already doing better. Too late though. That Mender did a lot better. Because I could fire more frequently. Hi Hector. Why they don't enjoy... It's because they don't have hangers for it. So 2 of my teammates didn't even drop in. But they might be stream snipers too, I don't know. Can I try run Evor? I could. I'm gonna keep actually the equalizers for now, because the thing is with Evor, I have to actually go closer to my opponent. Which would imply that I want to brawl, which is never a good thing. Because if I get close enough to like a luchador and they jump towards me, I'm finished. If I'm close to a mauler and they dash, I'm dead. You know, there's just too many threats, and you got to keep your distance, I think, with the Nodens. Hey, Edward. A lot of players just quit. You know, I remember when they got rid of that, all the old players were all happy. The new players are like, oh, Pixonic took away like this map, but they don't understand. Like I played that map since I started playing this game, so like 10 years, more than 10 years now. Yeah. Well, that guy got someone. I'm gonna cut off the angles here. I'm gonna need some help. There's a lot of players on this side. There's no one here to help me, so I'm gonna get attacked by 4 guys. Wish I had help from my teammates here on this side. I'm getting attacked by 2 guys here. We got crumble weapons on here. Let's see if it helps. Yep, he can't heal. Hit him a couple times. There we go. He's dead. You notice a difference? Just having the Mog ones. Look at my teammates. How many of them? That guy has. The Reckoning has crumble weapons. Yeah, if you don't have crumble weapons and you're complaining about teths, it's kind of your fault too. Like, you're not running it and you have it. I need to get crumble on this ultimate here. If I get crumble on him, he can't heal. Watch his health. So I will go down, but my teammate will do more damage to him. See how he's backing up? Because he can't heal. Just a couple of hits. My teammate needs to hit him though. There we go. Look at his health. If we can get another guy in center here. Shoot, he's on this side. Oh, can I get close enough? Trying to get the crumble weapons on this guy here. He can't heal up either. He's dead. Ah! I think my teammate huh? This is so dumb that it's not gonna work. Oh, we got a couple hits. Is that back there? Where is my circle? I'm trying to figure out what mode I'm in here. Okay, there we go. I think this is the healing mode. Yeah, it is. I can't tell. I was looking at the circle, trying to find it. Trying to get close enough. Ah. I need to kill this. I need to kill this. My team needs my help. I'm gonna suppress him. Hold on, dude. I'm trying to heal you. I think I should have dropped that in earlier. I'm not going to be able to take that guy on. There's nowhere I can really go. They're in our spawn. We're gonna turn this beacon, right? Today? I'm a goner, guys. Pierces on the Weyland? Yeah, maybe Pierces. There is no helping that team. My team? Oh, my team just quitting when they see me. So wait, I think we've lost every single game, right? I don't think, did we win any games? I don't think we won any games. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna close that range up even more. So I know these weapons are range, but you can actually brawl with Avalanche. God, thank you so much for the donation. Yes, the Nodens. Gonna try something here. This might actually make it weaker, but I want to see if it helps. How many stacks when they nerf it? I don't know what they're gonna change. Yeah, it's I mean, you saw what it did. Like, And I only have so on that Demeter I only have 1, and I only have 2 on the tier. It's because I'm applying those. So when you use these weapons, you have to also kind of assume that your teammates are going to be there to help you. So you want to try to apply that as much as you can to your opponent, so that your your teammates actually are there to help. Oh boy, we're gonna lose. Yeah. Other team is aggressive. Let's see if I'm right. I mean, I might be wrong. Ah, I see Rapid. Wait, if Rapid's here, where's what's its name? Usually Rapid and Cactus run together. Ugh. They're gonna push the right flank. Hey, we're actually pushing. This guy got hit by Pathfinder. I didn't shoot his into his shield, so I should be okay. This guy has crumble though. I can't heal from that. I think I get defense at least. Yeah. You notice I'm not healing. It's because I can't heal, so it's kind of a waste of power cells. Even though I'm playing on the BR account, still good practice not to. We didn't get that beacon. Now let's see if the Mog ones help against this Teth here. Oh shoot, I'm getting hit by both. Oh, this guy also has crumble. Yeah. I don't have enough sustained damage. Someone hit him with crumble, I think. Yeah, so on the left side of my screen, I see like 30 seconds. That's telling me that I can't heal for the next 30 seconds. So I just have to... Oh, this guy's gonna kill me. Ugh. So you see on the left side of my screen it says 30 and then it's like 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I can heal. Was it 2? I think I might have pressed it too soon. Yeah, so when you get hit by those crumble weapons, you'll see on the left side. Yeah, there we go. Heal a little bit more. He's trying to put his turret around the corner. Oh, this is so slow. Wait. Okay, we need to drop in with this. Do we even have anyone? We need to be in our Titans now. Back guys and Titan. I'm gonna move with this player. My team will need to get into their Yep, they're getting into their Titans now. On here, my teammates. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to suppress this guy here. I don't know what that is. Oh, you got him. I'm gonna need some help. Quickly. Overheated, overheated. Yeah, we definitely lost. They deliberately didn't go for the left beacon to milk it. By the way, this guy has an ender in front of me. So do you see how he lassoed? Every time you lasso like that, you take a chunk. Wait, where's this guy? Oh my, we actually got him. Oh, Rapid's also running Nodens. Ah. Raven is good. Yeah, right now the Hussar and the Marquise is very good. With the either the Kestrel or the Oppo drone. Yeah, the lasso is very good. Our damage is going up. So you can tell it is working. Like, honestly, so this is what I would do. Being that we should all have, for the most part, I think if you're level 30, we should have all picked up the Ocho. So, like, with this hangar, what I would do is I would get the Weyland out and throw the Ocho in. And then if you have, like, a Ravana, put the Ravana in instead of the Mender. You start replacing all of those bots. Good game, Rapid and Aimless. Weyland doesn't have enough firepower. That's what always surprises me when I do see one, because I'm like, man, you're gonna be dead. And you just know it's gonna happen. Because like the players that run that, I know you have healing, but the thing is so it's like you're taking like 200,000 damage. Like they just say over a course of like 2 seconds, and during that time you've only healed like 10,000. So you're healing like 10,000 health, losing 200,000. What do you think's gonna happen? Well, your bot's probably gonna die. What Ravana? Ravana, it could be Ravana Mace. Mogwan's very strong right now because of the rust effect, the crumble. Ultimate Weyland. I think if they brought the ultimate Weyland, it'd have to be crazy, crazy strong. I can't see myself running an ultimate Weyland. The thing is a very awkward bot. It just gets in everyone's way. It doesn't even move fast. So you would have to... I mean, I guess if the speed was like 5 times what you see here, maybe. Notice how I said maybe. That means that may not even be enough. I got Kaji there. Actually, you know, the Scarras probably has the best chance, although it depends on what pilot he's got too. You know what I think it is? He's trying to collect my damage. He's going to go into flight soon. Yep. Don't shoot his shield. Why do players shoot? You're charging him up, dude. Now you shoot. Trying to target their Nuo because he blinds. This build's definitely a lot stronger than the other one that I was running. Where's that sword unit? I'm low enough to the ground I can actually hit him, I think. But he's got a shield. Ugh! Trying to bring the Titans out. I can't link to that one guy. They're all overlapping. Ugh. I can't try to suppress that guy. Oh, sorry, dude. As long as my teammates don't shoot him, we're good. Yeah, I got aggressive because I saw my maulers going in, so I'd rather I go with them than to hang back there. Put pressure on them so that we get to the back by where they spawn. Wait, his shield's not dropping. Oh, he's got the bug. This guy's got the bug. His shield's not dropping at all. Can I even get inside this? Oh, we can. Oh, he's lucky. I would have been able to kill that Raven. He couldn't get past my physical shield. Yeah, the Raven wasn't taking damage. Well, his energy shield, look, it's still full. He's got the bug. We need someone with shield breaker. Kaji. I don't know, I might be able to withstand that, I don't know. Can I? Kind of healing this guy up. The Raven that doesn't shield. Yeah, his shield's still not dropping. Oh boy. That's what you call abusing a bug. I don't think he either doesn't know or he's just playing dumb. This berserker guy. Yeah. The speed. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't run the Weyland. Oh, Nameless, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Really do appreciate it. He was doing a lot of damage. Yeah, but I couldn't kill him because his shield wasn't dropping. This player. Yeah, because I knew from the first one, when I was trying to like kill him, I was like, wait a minute, this guy's shield's not dropping at all. Like my tier couldn't it should have actually shredded through. Hey, Rock. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. The Oppo's not as strong as players make it out to be. Because I remember when it came out, there were a lot of players hyping it up. And I'm like thinking, just use Shield Breaker. And like even then, like a lot of my builds were doing so much damage. When the shield was up, one like hit, most of the times their shield would be down. So I reverted to like using the Shy. I'm gonna get rid of the Weyland first. I'm gonna sacrifice this. Because this really isn't like, if I just need to get some damage in, some damage is better than no damage. But I rather not have this as in my hangar. Yeah. We need someone with crumble weapons. And they're in our spawn. I wonder how many of my teammates actually ran crumble. When they come, I know when players complain, when you look at their hangars, they're like, you have crumble, but you don't run it. Phase shift, dude. I'm a Weyland. What a waste. Oh, we got a double kill with it. So the reason why I put the avalanche on is because of the splash. It bypasses the shield. Don't shoot his shield, guys. You're just making him stronger. He's trying to dash at me. I hit him a little bit. You just mustn't shoot his shield, that's all. I don't know if I can trust my teammates to do that though. There's a guy on that side. We need someone with crumble weapons to hit him. This guy in front. Okay, last stand. I'm almost pretty healed up here. The sword unit. Oh my. guy has crumble. I can't heal. Smart. Okay. We can push the right. I need someone with crumble weapons to deal with this guy. I don't have crumble. Oh, that helps. Ugh. Poor Mender. Rule number 1, don't shoot a sword units. I don't want to shoot him. Nope, he still got me. But I'd rather not shoot him because he will kill me a lot quicker. Ooh, my whole team. 3 guys hanging back. Yeah, we're in trouble now because they're bringing their Titans. This guy at least has a shield. I didn't shoot him. Trying to get the beacons here because they do have things like sword units and stuff. Oh, someone has we have a Pathfinder? That guy, his shield was broken. That guy has Pathfinder. Don't shoot his shield. Dude, are you crazy? Hold on, I got you. Got you, hold on. Do we still have that guy that has a shield breaker? We don't have any I don't think we have any shield breaker. Oh, someone's hitting him. There we go. Wait, if I were to suppress the Kaji, does it suppress the mines? Crazy as... My Weyland did okay. It's funny because I started with that first. I wanted to get that, the weakest bot out of my hangar, because I never like having that as my last. Because if they get into my spawn, and I'm stuck with something like that, it's not really going to help me. They like to shoot the sword. Yeah, that's why the players get killed. And they complain. Why, like, if you're gonna complain about the sword unit, first you need to stop shooting the shield first. Because you're charging them up. I wonder... You will not suppress the mines? Ah. If I could suppress the mines, that's like huge. Sword Y. Yeah, that's a downside to the Samjock. So when you put your turret, sometimes what I do in a sword unit, I'll let them put their turret down, and then I will go into flight. They can't control their turret, and it keeps shooting into my shield. It charges me up. And then I go for their Titans. Wait time 54 seconds. I'm actually surprised I didn't get the update. That can be a good and bad thing. Oh wait. Ah shoot, I think I cancelled it just as I was gonna find a game. Time to fall asleep. You don't have a single sword unit? Well, the next giveaway that I do, I think, is going to be a sword unit. I don't have any Rex to give away. It seems longer. Yeah, that's because the platforms are all split up. So... Android got the update, Steam hasn't, iOS hasn't, which means we're all split up. That's why there's fewer players to match. Don't worry guys, I will heal you. As long as you keep me alive. Yeah, right. She just hide by this guy's mines. At least this guy's shield dropped. We got an assist. This thing is so slow. How do players play this thing? Oh my nemesis. Oh wait, he's got crumble. Oh, that's cheating. Oh, someone linked to me. Oh yes, we got more damage. Oh, this guy's gonna teleport. Why is he so... He focused on the guy on my right. Shouldn't he be focused on me? What do we have back there that he's so focused on? Camping setup? Maybe I can spawn raid with this. If I can get close enough, my teammate can heal from it. Oh. You can't kill me. Who is it? There's a Shenlo or Scorpion. That was a Scorpion, I think, right? It was a Shenlo first. He was so focused on the guy in front. Ah. Look at my team. They were shooting this guy's shield. Yo, by the time I get there, this game's gonna be over. Oh, get him! Nope, nope, don't want to shoot. Look at my team shooting his shield. Oh, we're moving in. Could you go any further back, dude? I think I see you on Springfield map. How did I even get that close to their spawn in that thing? That's crazy. I feel like we have better campers. Wait, I did all that damage? Hey, I locked him. I think I was too far. Oh, can't hit him. He's gonna use the choke ability on me. Try to suppress the sword unit. Oh no, it didn't work. What? You still got him. Trying to link to the... This guy's in my way. I can't link to the Atlas. I was trying to suppress the Newton and then the sword unit. I thought I got the sword unit, but he still killed my teammate. 2 consecutive wins. I know we lost too much. What is my win percentage? Like 40 something? No. Well, we were actually closer to 60. Okay, last game, guys. Let's get a win. I'm rocking the Weyland. I went straight to their spawn. I try to get. You know what? That's not 2 games. The other one was on Canyon. I actually did pretty decent. I still wouldn't use it though. Short stream. Usually the Dream Hangars is shorter, because I used to do videos for the Dream Hangars, but now I do live streams because I think players can learn more from the live stream rather than me just cherry picking the games, because sometimes they think, oh, you played it wrong, that's not how it goes. But then when they see me lose like 5 games in a row, then it kind of clicks that maybe maybe they are wrong, and maybe that's typically how it goes. Two end seals. What? Let's run with this. I haven't run the Nightingale match. Nightingale's actually pretty decent. Rapid loves his Nightingale, but he runs I don't know what setup he runs. I wanna go over here rather. I don't wanna go into flight where they can teleport my teammates. Rather keep it on this side. Why the heck's he running a Falcon? Oh my. That was quick. What is he doing?
Double kill.
He can't heal from it. Let me help you. Let's get some crumble weapons on this guy. Yeah, there we go. Wait, this guy can see me. Ugh. Hey, that was actually a pretty good run. Death is incoming. I'm just waiting because I want to get him with the crumble weapons. There we go. He can't heal. He can't heal. Bye. guy. There's a guy behind me though. Oh, he's got all crumble. Okay, I can't heal either. Ugh. But I don't know if he's gonna survive. He may not survive. I mean, I got him pretty good. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. What I like about crumble weapons is kind of like with the dampen tamer, you don't have to run the full set, and it doesn't have to be leveled up. It's more for the effect that you're. Oh! What the heck was that? Mr. Luch, you're not in a good spot. I will protect you. Wait, you can move. Why are you just turning? Get out of here! That's the reason why I... What was he doing? They're smart. I may have to drop in with my Titan though. I'm gonna have to drop in with my Titan, I think. Oh man, no. He needs help and I can't teleport. No! I did lock him down, but my teammates didn't hit him. I got him with crumble. Yeah, he's struggling to heal up, but I'm gonna die. Run. Trying to keep my heals on that guy. Ah. There's someone over here on the corner too. Ugh. Ugh. Soon as they oil the sword, they're enemies too. Yeah, when your teammates do that. My operation progress? Evora. That was gonna be my last. I'm not gonna be running more. Yeah, I don't know if I would run Evora, because Evora, you gotta use it more at close range. And I hate to say this, but Nodens, you don't want to play close range. Let's see what we picked up here. Operation. Oh, we got some platinum on this one. Although it doesn't really matter. This account's not mine. So wait, hold on a second, guys. So that is the regional hangar. So is a Kafugong. I know you said you're sleeping, but thanks for participating in this week's Dream Hangars. Yeah, I think you're going to have a really tough time with this kind of hangar. The other thing too that I wanted to comment on, be very careful. So whether this hangar or whether you decide to build another hangar, always be very careful of using too much range, because if you're playing Beacon Rush especially and you go up against strong players, what they typically do, and I know this because this is what I do, when I see that the enemy is running a lot of range, I get even more aggressive, because I know that if they're running one range bot and they start off with it, they probably have more range, which actually makes me wonder, how many of their hangar bots do they have actual range. So if I see one and then I see them run a second one, there's a high probability that they probably have a third and a fourth. So what I do is I go right into their spawn and I wait until they drop in. I just kill them straight away. Sometimes I won't kill them. I will get them all the way down, let them heal up, and then I will kill them. So I actually milk the damage from them even further. And you'll find that some strong players will do that. So just so that in advance, always better to go for tanks. So if I had to change this lineup, knowing that we all should have gotten, provided you were level 30, you should have this Archo. So what I would do is, if I had to change this myself, where is this Archo? So I would throw an Archo in here, and I've done secret revealed for this bot, but you could run even something like if you had let's see, Mag 1. Even if you didn't have Mag 1, you could do a straight up blast shotgun build. That is better than that Weyland, because you can move around the map. If you need to, you can also defend. If they're pushing a beacon, you can use this to push them off. So running something like this works. I'm just showing you how I would personally transform this hangar. Okay, so we will have this, and then what I would do is I would consider building or getting the Ravana. Okay, so next thing is my Ravana here. Okay, so if I use these weapons here, I'm not using too much blast shotguns, right? I've only got 2 on there, so I could run a full mace build here. And even if I didn't have this, I could even run Havoc, but still, that would be better than the tier. And the other benefit of the Ravana is if you're dealing with things like Kaji or even the Samjock, you can also use your ability. And when you use your ability, I believe it removes the rust effect. Okay, so just this alone is already stronger. This one I would keep. Demeter's pretty good. I would probably get rid of this build. There's actually, if you're going to go range, there's actually a really good build right now, which I might as well build it. Let me just do that. So whether you have Kestrel, even if you don't have these, I'm sure you can use another drone, but you will need this pilot. Okay, so that pilot is going to be important, and then running the full-on Hussar Marquise build. So this would give you more range and more firepower than the Mender. So even though I know you're going full healing, it's just not ideal in the current. But you do have 2 healing bots here, so just putting in more tanks, I think, will help. And then for the Nodens, I mean, I guess if you wanted a healing Titan, you could go with that. But I don't even know if I would go with the Sirius at this point. Honestly, this is my opinion. If you're a free player, Kraken Indra is the way to go. So just this alone would probably double your damage. Like just putting in more brawlers, I don't think players realize. So when you put in more brawlers, the weapons, your range is like usually 350 meters and under. So anything close range generally will do more damage per minute than say medium range or long range. That's just a general thing. Not in all cases, but in most cases that is what happens. If you're running more brawlers, that means we have now like increased the damage output of our hangar, you know, with these. So I think that will help you a lot. But as far as like your prize goes, so I believe my next giveaway is going to be a sword unit. So, you know, as far as like what I would replace here, like if you were using this hangar, that's a tough one because, you know, the Demeter comes in clutch sometimes. So maybe even replacing the Nightingale. Although Nightingale can be, it can still do a decent amount of damage. Because I know Rapid plays it really well. So I think for me personally, I would probably throw the sword unit instead of the Nightingale. And then sword unit, you know, it really depends like what weapons you want to run on there. You could use Atomizer, Quarker. You could use, I guess, the Scatty and the Snare. You could use Scorcher and the Scald. I was going to suggest these weapons, but if you got it on the Raven, then I wouldn't use it. But with the sword unit, most times your damage is actually coming from your sword. Like, when it comes to taking out your opponent. Thanks, Devil. You fight many times with the Ender and it's annoying. Yeah, like, if they have their timings down, you can do really well with that. You don't even have it. Well, so on my baby account, it's maxed out. The Titan and the weapons are maxed out. The specialization too. But my pilot is actually far from maxed. I think I only have it like level 40. And it still performs really well. But I will be focusing on those pilots because I need to level it up so that I have a solid Titan. And then once my Ender is like fully maxed out, then I'll be looking at other Titans. Arms or growlers on the sword unit? Yeah, if you have them. I don't know about the growlers though. I mean, I did try it. It was kind of decent. The arm weapons are good because they do percentage damage, but I think they might get nerfed again. The Leo, what is good? I mean, I can show you the strongest Leo. Well, strongest as in like drones, not necessarily weapons, because weapons would be looking at ultimates. Okay, so hold on, let me just unequip this. I need to I need to put other bots in. I'll do that later. But let me get to your Leo question. I might have to do like, wait, did I do secrets revealed for the Leo? I know players are asking me for help on the Kaji because they're struggling with it. Like they have it, but they seem to die. But I don't think they realize that it's actually squishy if you don't build it right. So yeah, when it comes to the Leo, for the drone, the best drone I think is probably the Showdown. But if you don't have Showdown, you could... I'm trying to think like what are the drones. I would use the Freezer would be the other one. Shy would be one too. Now in terms of like let's see. You could try Mace. Yeah, you could try Mace. What I actually find though, most times like when I'm brawling with this thing, sometimes I kind of wish that I had Mog ones on, you know, just to kind of apply the crumble effect, especially when I'm dealing with like Teths. So I don't know if that's something you want to include, like maybe run two Mace, one Mog one. You could try that. Or just going the full Mace build. You could go full Mog one. I think I have tried Growlers, which wasn't too bad. Um, trying to think like what other weapons you could use on this thing, you know, aside from like ultimates. I'd have to run the Nania again, but from what I recall, I don't think that did that much damage. You need the sharpshooter skill. Oh, well, there Ghetto has just mentioned. Yeah, I haven't run too many other builds on my Leo. I think I was experimenting with the ultimate cryo and like Mog one, I think in my one video, but I didn't really like it. I'm just trying to see different like combos. Loki for the cuteness factor. Mind you, I will say that in some of my games, I've been seeing a lot of Lokis lately, and Loki can work if you know how to push beacons. It's like sometimes I see players, they're in their Loki and they're going to the same beacon I'm going to, or like they're sitting on a beacon and there's a Titan that's doing damage to them. Like, why? Like, maybe you should go to a different beacon. You know, use that Loki, like open up the game or like push the beacon that's not being covered. What about the Hussar? It can work. I'm just trying to give players other options because I'm pretty sure that the Hussar and the Marquis are going to get a nerf soon. You know, and it's not me telling Pixonic, oh, you should nerf this. Like, if you were to run like 5 of these Hussars like on a Ravager, and then run like 5 regulators, run 5 I don't know, arm weapons, run 5, you know, run all the mid-range, you will just see how much damage it does relative. And that's when you know. So that's why when I say that I can see something being nerfed, it's because I've run other weapons that fall into similar category in terms of range, and that weapon just stands out. And when it stands out like that, then you know there's a good chance that it's gonna get nerfed. Like, I'd be shocked. Like, Scatty was in that range. Actually, before I featured Scatty on my channel, this is going way back to January, I featured the Hussar. And then I found out that the Scatty were actually also powerful, but the difference, like, they were almost neck and neck, like, between the two. I didn't know which one was stronger, but then I thought, well, actually, Scatty is probably stronger because it's applying the freeze effect. And that's why I was leaning more towards Scatty. But then they nerfed the Scatty, so that automatically means the Hussar is stronger, right? Because, I mean, it was strong before. It was neck and neck between the two. Rue, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. What is good weapon setup for the Kaji other than the weapons that came with it? So if you're running like a maxed out Kaji, let me just do that. If you're running a max out Kaji, most of your damage is actually done by your mines, so you really don't need to, like, I would say maybe like mid-range is what you're looking at. I was testing out even, like, I was even testing out this build. So I had that, and I think I had, like, I know I was using Ultimate Shredder, but you could use like just regular Shredder. Just any kind of mid-range, really. You could probably even try Quark and Atomizer on here, because the main thing is you don't want to get close, right? It's just more to defend yourself against, like, if players do attack you. Some players have even said that I think the Hedget, like these weapons, work too. This way they keep their distance and you can run away. But I find, this is just me personally, I find with the Kaji, when I play it, I prefer to use like mid-range. Just because this way I keep the players away from me. And then I just plant my mines and just run away. Because I think players think that they're trying to brawl with this, and you probably don't want to do that. Because you will go down fast. Now, I know, like, running these Aegis shields kind of helped me survive. That's why I use this. You know, just to protect me initially so that I can escape. Because the majority of that damage that you do is going to be with your mines. They did the same thing with the Dragoons, but they buffed the nerf. Yeah, I know that this game, they're always going to buff and nerf weapons. You can never really tell. Sometimes they nerf things, and I'm like scratching my head and wondering, why did you even nerf? Like, for example, the wasn't it the Fainters? I mean, I guess it did decent damage, but yeah, that one was kind of confusing for me. And then they nerfed Scorches. Like, I know I was using Scorches on like my sword unit, but like relative to the other weapons that were out there, it really wasn't doing that much damage. You know, it was kind of on the low end. The reason why I preferred using it though was because of the splash. Scatty isn't, to be honest, some players have actually told me that Scatty isn't that bad. I just stopped using those weapons because I remember I ran it on, was it the Baglio? I think it was the Baglio, the Hell weapons. And I was like, nah, it's not doing it. Damage-wise, for me, it's not enough damage. To spend silver on, and then, well, that's the thing. So you know how players say the reason why they nerf like the old stuff is so that you can buy the new stuff, and then they nerf, and then they buff. But the thing is, that kind of logic, okay, I'm not going to say that it doesn't make sense. Like, it does make sense, but if you think about it logically, technically, they could buff anything in the game, and they can make you spend on it. So why would it just be the new stuff? So for example, let's just say they could run their numbers and they could find, oh, you know, like players aren't running, who knows, they're not running the Deceiver, right? So then all they need to do is make the Deceiver really, really strong, and all the players will have to get it and then level it up. And then they can go through their statistics and be like, oh, not many players have, I don't know, Vortex. Make the Vortex really strong and all the players will gravitate. Because players, by nature, they will always gravitate to whatever's overpowered. I know players tell me that they want a balanced game, but I think they're lying to themselves. They're not very honest. Because if you ask them to build something in their hangar, and then you look at their hangar, what they most likely have is going to be the strongest builds that they can build with the equipment that they have. So like, they're telling you one thing, but then they're doing something else, right? Because otherwise, why would you not do that? You have the equipment. That's why I never quite understand like that logic. The Hussar family might. There's a very good, so in terms of like nerfs right now, like for the older weapons, there's a good chance that the Hussar and the Marquise, I don't really run the Dragoon much, but if it's performing really well, like damage wise, then I could see that family getting a nerf. But I could also see Avalanche, because Avalanche seems to be doing a lot of damage as well for like what it is. So I could see that, but as far as like even like newer weapons, like the Ultimate Tulumbus is still doing a lot of damage. Kind of think, like, aside from like the Ultimates, yeah, the arm weapons are doing a lot of damage, and I'm comparing that relative to like some of the other weapons out there, and you will notice this especially on like sword units. Mind you, you are getting hit by their built-in weapon too. But even if they didn't have that, you will find that those weapons do quite a lot of damage, you know, compared to say like Nanias or like Regulators. So I could see that. The Deshret weapons do a lot of damage, but you got to understand too, so these weapons, you can't make it where it doesn't do that much damage, because you got to remember the range is 150. So it's like high risk, high reward, right? And it goes back to my point earlier where I tell players, well, when you're building your hangar, it's a good idea to focus on close range, because close range generally does more damage per minute versus medium range and long range. So the dash rate, for example, is a good example of that. So we may, you know, we may see a nerf to it, but I would also be careful of nerfing it too much because you are putting yourself within like really, really close range of your opponent. So you don't want to put a useless weapon either for that range. That doesn't make sense. Not for the risk that you're putting yourself into. I could see a buff to like the shadow weapons. They have started buffing like Deceiver. And my general thing is when they start buffing, usually it's not just one round. While it does happen, the probability of them buffing this again is probably like 80% if I had to guess. So if they buff this once, that's just the starting cycle. So we could see another buff to this, maybe another 2 buffs. I could see a possible buff to Labris. I know they're buffing Atomizer, which, you know, we might see a buff to those weapons too. So I'm keeping an eye on those because usually if they buff once, there's like, I want to say 70-80% chance they're going to buff it again. The Venom, I did try that. It wasn't bad, but what I found, like, so when you're dealing with tests, they can just heal up, right? So maybe if you tried that with like Mog 1, because that's the real thing. Like when you're dealing with tests or any kind of tanks, the problem is they just keep healing up. So if you can prevent them from healing, then that makes a big difference. Venom has never really been that great. So why I do like the Venom is that it fires better than like the Igniters, but Igniters actually do more damage. Like a lot more damage. Yeah, Shadow, I think they need to buff. Like I'm just looking at like some of the other weapons here. And so the thing is, like, if they were to nerf the Hussars, like I know players get upset because they're like, it's the only free to play players like option, right? You will find with this game, if they nerf one thing, then there's always going to be something, you know, that's not balanced that the free player will have access to. That's what I've found. So like, if they do nerf Hussars, then players will gravitate towards things like Avalanche, and you might still see them using things like Hazard. But more often than not, they're going to buff something else that will be in that mid-range that the players will have. Yeah, Pulses need... Yeah, and they might do that, right? So they might nerf Hussars, and then they buff Pulsars, and a lot of players have Pulsars. So that might be another one, but they haven't buffed it yet. That doesn't mean that they won't buff it, because if you see them buff it, like I said, there's about a 70-80% chance they're going to buff it again, because usually it happens in like 2 or 3 rounds. Sometimes they do it once, like there will be like 1 nerf or 1 buff. I mean, it does happen, but usually it's like 2 or 3 rounds, right? And we saw in the recent rebalance, they buffed the Atomizer. So that's why I'm thinking it's them. I think when you say force, no one's forcing you to spend. But they know that those players will spend because, like, I want to say it's like an ego thing, you know, like they have to win. So they will spend anything to give them that edge. What I would actually like them to do, like what I would like to see, as far as some of these weapons go, like the Wasp, this thing has a 12-second reload. Like, are you kidding? Like in the current meta that we have, like not even meta, like just the environment that we're in. If you compare like that to some of the other weapons, 12 seconds, in my opinion, is way too long. Like the minimum should be like 8 seconds. So I think like for mid-range, we're looking at like between 6 and 8 for most weapons. Like what is this? 3 seconds, but it fires slow. Labris, yeah, I see 5 seconds. 6 seconds. Reload, 7 seconds. This one's kind of... Yeah, I could see that. It's because you're lobbing your missiles over too. This one reloads though while you're firing. 7 seconds. Yeah, I would say like between 6 and 8 seconds is where most weapons should be. If you're looking at like mid-range, Yeah, but I would like to see like the Wasp, the Hornet weapons. 12 seconds way too long. It would be meta. No, I wouldn't do it 5 seconds because they actually do a lot of damage. But like the 12 seconds, like just kills those weapons completely. They need to drop it down to like 8 seconds. I wouldn't do it. I don't even think 6 seconds. I think that would actually make it too powerful. Because you have that corrosion damage on there too, and it hits hard. So I would put it like 8 seconds. Yeah, 12 seconds is really it's a little bit too long there. 5 would be awesome because it would be overpowered. that's why you would say. Yeah, I think actually 6 seconds players may complain because those weapons actually hit pretty hard. But if you have a reload like you say 5 seconds or even 6 seconds, I think players will complain because you got to remember, not only does it hit hard, that's like a 600-meter range weapon too. So that's why I'm saying like 8 seconds. Between 6 and 8 seconds is where I would put most medium as far as reloads go. Atomizer with... We'll have to do that during a member stream. Yeah, so the member stream on Saturday, I have to... I'm just checking actually. I'm going to do a baby account live stream because we only have 4 days left and I need to open up the data pads for this. I might also possibly do the black market. I might have to do a double opening and then some baby account gameplay. So that's going to be for the members on Saturday. Okay. So yeah, totally got sidetracked. So is it Kafugong? Thank you so much for participating in the Dream Hangars. Hopefully the feedback that I've given will help you as far as your hangar goes. I'd be very careful doing like just the full healing. I know it's a cool concept, but I don't think you're going to survive even when you maxed out. There's going to be some changes that maybe what I would do is pick like 1 or 2 of your favorite healing bots and then kind of focus on that. And then throw in, I would say, more tanks and be careful of running too much range is probably my advice. So yeah, you will most likely be getting a sword unit. I have to just wait until all my, like the giveaways are approved and stuff by Pixonic. So that would be your prize. As far as like your weapons go, if you have arm weapons, so basically with sword unit, you want to run mid-range, and I did do a secret reveal for that bot, so you can always check that out. But that aside, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic Kind, Dice, Peter Cold, and Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream. Also, thank you very much to Gort and to Nameless and Rue. Thank you so much for your donations, for your memberships. Really do appreciate it, guys. And if any of them have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. And also, this goes to everyone else. If you would like a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangars live stream or video, make sure to post your Dream Hangars in the comments once the stream is done. So I'm putting up Kafugong's comments so you can get an idea of how you should structure it. So always make sure that you put your pilot ID in your platform, because as I've been doing in like my recent Dream Hangars, if you get chosen, you get a prize, and it's whatever the giveaway is, either currently running or whatever the next giveaway is. And who was there was one person. So one of the Dream Hangar winners from, I think, was it two weeks ago. If you're watching, I did send you a message. If you could reply. Okay, so yeah, I'll need to. I got from last week. I can't remember his name now. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, but that's from two weeks ago. But yeah, so make sure that you put like 5 different robots, the builds, the mothership, the Titan, and also your pilot ID. So this could be like a theme, guys, or it could be something that you're building towards, or maybe you're not sure about. You could put it in a hangar, and who knows, you might get chosen for next week's episode of Dream Hangars. Actually, wait, there may not be an episode next week because we're going to have the update. So I'll be covering all the new content for the live stream. You submitted 25. You mean 25 essays? Yeah, I'm never gonna drop that. That was just crazy. When I was reading your Dream Hangar. Yeah, try to keep it short, guys, because so what I do is when I put the Dream Hangar thing up on the screen, I try to keep it short. This way everyone can follow. So the shorter you have it, the better. Okay, so yeah, not like an essay. I had to mention that just in case. Okay, so yeah, could be anything that you're building towards, could be a theme. Maybe you're not sure about something and you're thinking about putting it in your hangar. Yeah, just put that as your dream hangar, and if you get chosen, you'll get a prize and also you'll get feedback on it. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that helps. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream featuring mostly, actually it was all healing robots and Titan. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Also, one more thing. If you are making any purchases through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces. And that goes towards supporting my channel so that I can continue to do War Robots content for you guys in the form of videos, live streams like these, Dream Hangars, baby account, secret revealed, the whole lot. Okay, so like regular to ultimate, that's a newer one. And also, I'm just trying to decide for tomorrow. Should we do... Because I know last Friday what I did was I kind of basically built and I ranked your builds. You guys want me to continue with that for tomorrow? I'm just kind of curious. I should have asked that earlier before everyone left. I may do that because this way, if you guys have any questions about a build, we can run it and then we can rate it. we may do that, or I have another idea, but I just wanted to get like feedback from you guys, see what you guys prefer. So we can tell people their builds suck. Some get offended though, and then they like dislike. We may do that again for tomorrow. I'll think about it. Okay, anyways guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and once again, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers guys.